In today's video, we're going to talk about the steps that you need to take to get your camera repaired with Canon. And boy, did I do a job on mine. My lens broke in half. It was my 70 to 200 lens that I had at an event last fall. I thought that I would take this and put it somewhere that no one would knock it down. And I did the dumbest thing that you could imagine. I put it on top of a refrigerator. Yes, I'm an idiot. I know. What happened from there was I went back to this place, went to go grab my camera to cover the rest of the event, and it was in two pieces. So when I pulled it off the refrigerator, it no longer looked like this. It was basically broken off in two sections. And from that point, I was just in complete disarray. But luckily, I had my 24 to 70 millimeter lens, made the switch over, and covered the rest of the event. Went seamless. I was so happy to have this lens right here. I love to shoot this for video, and it came in handy that night with that and photography. But going back to it, I still had to get my 70 to 200 lens fixed. I tried finding something on YouTube to where, like, what do you need to do? What are the steps? And here are the steps that you need to take. Number one, make sure that you have your equipment registered on the Canon website. That is very important. All you have to do, go onto the website, make sure that you have it registered. It takes like 3 minutes to do. You'll need the serial number off of your equipment. The next step after that is to call Canon. I spoke to their customer service representative. They were fantastic to talk to. They said, this will be no problem. We can get this fixed for you. We deal with this all the time. They put me at ease. The next step after that was they're going to give you a repair number. They're going to email you with that repair number and a form to fill out. You fill out that form completely. And from there, you have to get it packaged up. Make sure that you do everything that you can to package it properly. If you need to go out and buy supplies, do it. Make sure everything in there is packaged up correctly. The next step after that was writing the repair number on the outside of the box and on the inside of the box. I have worked in the aftermarket for years with parts, and I can tell you that when you send in a repair, every once in a while, they open up the box and they will take it and move it along. And then 2 days later, they go, hey, what did this belong to? So my rule of thumb with that is write the repair number on the outside of the box, write the repair number on the inside of the box on your equipment. So that way there's no mix up. They know exactly what goes with what. From there, make sure that you take a copy of the form with you to UPS. And the reason why this is so important is you actually get a discount with UPS when you're shipping off the equipment to them. In case here it was just my lens. Uh, but make sure you take a copy of that. I think it's 5 to 10% off that you get with UPS. Make sure that you, of course, you insure it, signature required, and ship it off. In my case, they didn't know about it. They read the paperwork. They quickly adjusted it, gave me the discount. I shipped it ground. It arrived the day before Thanksgiving. And my thought with it was, well, I'm probably not going to see this for about 2 weeks. The Monday after Thanksgiving, I had a quote from Canon. Canon said, hey, this is basically what it's going to cost. It was roughly $900 to get it repaired in my case. From there, the next step after that is you have to call with a credit card. You can't do it online. You can't do it with email. You can't do anything like that. You have to call them up and directly give them the credit card number, and they will run it for you while you're on the phone, and it's shipped the same day. So instantly got shipped right back to me, 2 days back to North Carolina from their center in Virginia. And the last step that I will tell you that you most definitely have to do is be home or at your business when it arrives, because signature is going to be required. You're going to have to be there, have somebody sign for it. Make sure that somebody's there, because they're not just going to drop it off when you have a $2,500 lens. I know, that's a no-brainer, but just in case you're thinking, hey, I don't have to be there, they'll drop it off at my front door. Amazon drops off all the time. It doesn't matter. They're going to ask for a signature to be required, so make sure you're at home. Really, for me, I'll tell you, it was seamless. It was easy. I appreciated all the steps in the customer service that Canon did with me. I will tell you that really I waited a couple months before I made this video, because I really wanted to take the lens, basically through what I like to do. And my bread and butter is I cover motorsports. I love coming out to Pisgah National Forest. and just taking different photos and videos of whether it be, the streams that we have here, the waterfalls, nature, anything like that. But where I make all my money is covering motorsports, whether it be NASCAR, IndyCar, and NHRA. In this case here, what got my season started was another race at Florence called the Icebreaker. If I'm shooting thousands of photos, shooting video, I want to be able to take this and put it through the rigors and make sure that it worked right. And I had a seamless weekend, like no issues at all, no problems with the lens, high quality, like it never skipped a beat. It was just like I had it back in November when I was covering that event. I could not have been more pleased. And I hope you have the same experience with Canon that I did. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, put it down below. I'll answer it for you. But I hope that you have the same experience that I did. And don't worry, they will fix it and they will do a great job of doing that for you.